So welcome back once again. This is the second part of the if statement. And in this one, as I told you in the last one, I'll be discussing with you the if statement with logical operators. Okay, we did it with relational operator. In this example, we'll have logical operators as well as the. So here, if you can see, this is a classical example. Almost everyone knows this, marks and grades. So what we have to achieve in this one is we have to input the marks and then we have to see which grade a student gets. So if the marks are greater than 90, then the grade is A. If the marks are between 80 and 90, then the grade is B. If the marks are between 70 and 80, then the grade is C. If the marks are between 60 and 70, then the grade is E. If the marks is less than 60, then you have to revise. Okay. So this is a simple example that we have, and let's see how we actually do it. Okay. So I'll go here, and this is already there, but I have to delete it. So I'm going to remove all this. Okay. And this one, I'm going to write the normally we actually write the program. So I will input in this one. So I'll write a complete and a proper program here. Okay. So here, if with logical. You must be thinking such a long name, but let me tell you something. And that is, you know, our variable should always be meaningful. Okay. Our variable should always be meaningful. And if they aren't, then, that is not a good programming practice. So I'm doing it. I'll make a method here and I'll call it input. Okay. And I will input in this. So the rest I'm going to delete and I'll do whatever I have to do. Okay, later on. So here I need some variables. I have to I'll input the name also. Let's make it interesting. Name of the student. Okay, and I'll input, sorry, marks. Okay, so that's the input. So I'll say enter name. And here string name, and when we enter string it is next line. Okay, once again I'll copy it, paste it here, and I'll say int marks, and since this is integer, so next int. Okay, I made this method for input, and now I have to calculate the grade. So I'll say void calculate grade. That's what I have to do. Okay, so I will write my if statement. So the condition is here, greater than 90 is A. So if marks greater than 90, it would be better if I take another variable and I call it, here only I can write it, grade, grade. Okay, marks is greater than this, then I'll say grade is equal to A. Okay, semicolon, and then I did it before, so I will copy it, write it here, make it fast. Next will be else if, because I have many condition, is greater than 80 and okay, grade, sorry, marks less than 90. Grade is B. Okay, so I'll copy it again and paste it, right? So I'll go there. If it is greater than 70, copy and paste. The person who made it, thank God. Okay, and then say grade C. If it is greater than 60 and less than 70, grade is D, and else, okay, I'll say grade is equal to revise. Okay, so this is done. This method ends here. I'll make another method and I'll call it display. Okay, and I'll say system.out.println, and I'll write here name of the student, right? Copy. Indentation is very important, so it looks nice and easy to read. And I'll say GRADE, grade OBTAINED, grade obtained, and I'll write the grade here. Okay, this is done. Let's remove these empty spaces. Now we have to make an object. Why do we need to write programs like this? Because council wants you to create object. You get marks for this. Obj is equal to new. You must be wondering, why do I have these capital letters somewhere? Okay, so it's in Java, you see them everywhere, equals, ignore case. Okay, so this is known as, camel case. So Java follows that. It is known as camel case. Every new word will begin with a capital letter. Okay, so obj dot. So first method is input, obj dot. The second method is calculate grade, obj dot. The third method is display. Okay, so my program is done. You can see that. Okay, so I'm inputting here. This is my input method. Okay, this is where I calculate the grade. You can see I'm using logical operators and relational operators both in this. Okay, so let's see first. I'll run this and I'll see how it looks. And I'll say enter name, marks, and marks could be, let's say, 90. Okay, name is null, revise. So what is happening is the condition is not right. Okay, why? I'll tell you that. So, okay, and I'll say here, let's say 95. Now the grade A is going to come. Okay, so there are two issues here. One is the name is not been displayed. Reason is I'm using a string twice. I don't need to do that. Okay, and you see it's greater than 90. And then I'm saying less than or equal to 90. Less than 90, it's not equal to. So 90 is excluded. Okay, now 90 is included in B grade. Okay, which is not nice. So let's see, greater than or equal to, I'll do it here. Less than 80, less than or equal to 80, I'll do it. Otherwise, 80 will be excluded. Okay, greater than or equal to 70, greater than or equal to 60. Now these numbers will be included. Okay, so you understand what I did? I wrote that thing wrong here. Okay, so you have to be a little careful. You declare them once, you don't need to declare them again and again. So I'll say here and I'll write 90 now. So grade A. Okay, so I run it and I write it 50 here. So revise. Okay, I say, and then I'll say, let's say 76. So grade is C. So this program is working fine now. Okay, so anybody can make mistakes. You can see that. So what is happening is I've taken two scanners, better practice, because I have to input name and I have to input marks. So I input marks in my input method. Okay, so I input there, and then in calculate grade, I am calculating the grade. So if marks is greater than 90, grade A. This we've done it before. We use the relational operator, but here we have to check between two numbers, between 80 and 90. So we need to use a logical operator. This is AND logical operator we have used. Mark is greater than or equal to 80, and this is ampersand, and marks is less than 90. Okay, because 90 is included here, so less than 90. Okay, the grade is B. Then again we have to check between 70 and 80. So greater than or equal to 70 and less than or equal to 80, because less than 80 equal to is there. So grade is C. Greater than or equal to 60, less than 70, because 70 is included there. So we are assigning these values. Okay, and then we print in another method here. Okay, so this is a very good example of modular programming. That's how programming is you are supposed to do. This name is a little long, you can make it short, but make sure your variables are meaningful. It should not be that I write name, I write N here, I write G here. That is not a very good practice and it needs to be discouraged. Okay, so you should use, proper variable names wherever you have to use variable names. So this was an example of if a statement with the logical and relational operators both, because mostly we do that. Like if there is a question, write a program to input three numbers and output the largest, you need again logical operators. And the same way, another question could be like enter three sides of a triangle and find out if the triangle is equilateral, scalene, or isosceles. Okay, so for such questions, you have to use the logical as well as relational operators. Okay, so this was about if statement. See you in the next lesson.